Well, it's been almost 2 years, but we are finally back at it, back out on the road. Where have I been this whole time? Just life. Life always seems to creep in there and get in the way for a little while. So for my first video back, I just want to go over where I've been, kind of what's been going on, and what my plans are for the foreseeable future. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump in it, kind of go quickly through it, so it's not try not to make a super long video. So first we'll back up to the end of 2022 and going to 2023 when I first went back out on the road. My first original plan was to be gone for about a year and a half, and then come back for the 2024 golf season back home and play in our league for that spring and summer. Back before that, in 2023, in August, I ended up going back home and just visiting a little bit. And then I was going to go back on the road for a couple months and then come back for golf season. But during that time I was home, Harvey ended up injuring himself somehow. We took him to the vet. They said he had tore his ACL and he was going to need surgery, which I posted something about that on my community post on YouTube. And so he was down for a few months until I took him in to get the surgery. But luckily, the day of the surgery, I had the doctor look at him one more time, and he come back and said that there was no need to do surgery, that he probably did pull something, but he doesn't think he tore his ACL, and it would just do more damage to cut him open and to see what's going on. So that was going to be around $3,000 if we had had the surgery. So thank God, because the rest of the year, this past year and a half or so, I've just been hit from all sides financially and family emergencies. It's been rough here and there. So after not needing surgery, just because even though he just pulled a muscle more than likely, but I didn't want to take the risk of him having actual damage. So we just calmed down for about 2 or 3 months. Didn't really do anything because I don't like going out without him, especially if I'm going out to do photos and all that and out in the wilderness. I like to have him tag along. So for about 2 or 3 months, just let him heal up. And just after he gets healed up, I was over at a buddy's house. He was playing with their dog, and somehow he cut his side on a piece of metal, more than likely. Exposing likely didn't go all the way through, just exposed a bunch of fat. Had to get stitches for that. About a month after that, he had noticed a bump on his lip. Turned out to be a tumor. So we had that cut out and tested. Luckily, it wasn't cancerous, so he's in the clear. So he's cost me a little bit in the past year. And right after all that, just rub salt in the wounds. If you haven't noticed, but I got a new truck. Because if you remember, my other truck was also red, but it was a Ram 1500. And while I was home, the engine started having ticking noise. And right before I went in to take to my buddy, who's a mechanic, I was going to have him work on it. Because we noticed one of the valves, or not valves, but the lifters had gone bad. And like 2 days before I went to take it to him, the whole engine just crapped out on me. Just totally destroyed the engine. We still try to repair it. Spent quite a bit of money doing that, and still ended up turning around and getting rid of it. For the last few years or so, I've been planning on getting a diesel. That's what I ended up getting, but I wasn't planning on doing that anytime soon. But since my truck went out, I figure if I'm going to, especially now the car prices are so high, I figure if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'll just go ahead and get what I want. Just hopefully keep it for a while. It's a 2018 Duramax diesel 2500. Love the truck. It's got all the bells and whistles. Just all around a great truck. It gets better fuel mileage. Still same camper, but with this truck hauling that camper on the highway, I can still get up there. If I'm running about 60 miles an hour or so, I can still get up there around 20, 21 miles a gallon. My other truck couldn't get anywhere near that. So I've got a lot more power than the other trucks. And when we're out there in the mountains, got all the power I'll ever need. So it's going to make the traveling a lot more enjoyable as far when it comes to driving. That's what happened with that. During golf season, I was doing good, but then my body got to a point, my back and my hips started getting to a point where I couldn't drive more than 2 blocks down the road, and just pain in my lower back, my hips. It was starting to affect my golf swing. Couldn't have that. So finally went to a chiropractor and was seeing a chiropractor for twice a week for about 4 months. Started feeling a lot better. I could use more, but I needed to get back out on the road. So about 4 months ago and doing that, going to a massage therapist twice a week for the same amount of time. It's been financially hard. So I finally recovered most of the part. But then also during all that, had family emergency up in Maine. I'm not going to really get into it, but I was up there for about a month, close to a month and a half maybe, and came back home to Pennsylvania, trying to do things to kind of make money and just get everything straightened back out. And then ended up going down to Tennessee for a little bit, just to get some do some work, get some more money. And while I was down there, another family emergency down in Florida. Again, not really gonna get into it right now, but I was down there for about 2.5, almost 3 months. Back to Tennessee for about a month and a half, and then I was all set and we hit the road. So that's kind of a short and sweet of what's been going on. I know it's quick, but I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. I just want to get back out there and start doing photos. So we finally got back on the road yesterday. Finally, after, like I said, almost 2 years, back out on the road. We left Indiana from my buddies yesterday, and we are currently in Iowa. And our next stop, major stop, we'll meet my cousin out in Cody, Wyoming on the 18th. And since today's the 8th, our first stop, major stop, is going to be back in the Badlands, which I love the Badlands. I did a couple videos out there when I was on the road last time, and I just love that area. But this time I found a different spot to camp out, and I'm gonna spend about, who knows, 5, 6, 7 days there, because where I meet my cousin in Cody, Wyoming, it's only like a 4-hour drive, so we could really relax and spend some time in the Badlands again. And it's just an awesome place to hang out. Other than that, that's the only plans I'm making. Kind of just like last time, I just go, because if you make plans, you're always going to be disappointed because something will work out. So if you have no plans, you just go. Can't be disappointed. Something doesn't work out, you just pack up, leave, go to your next spot. From Wyoming, just kind of go to the northwest. And as it gets colder, we'll just make our way to the southwest and just keep doing that. No plans on when I'm going to go back home. Hopefully I can be out here for a year or 2. I don't know. Whenever I feel like going back and killing some time, then I'll do that. For right now, I just want to enjoy the road, enjoy the scenery that we get to see, enjoy taking photos again, making videos. I know I didn't go into a whole lot of detail, but that's what's happened. Just been financially hit hard, Harvey's injuries. So next time I see you, we'll be in the Badlands. We'll see you there. One other thing I forgot to mention while I was in Florida, newer truck, got a little fender bender. So wasn't too worried about it, just took the insurance money. Gonna get me a beefier bumper anyway. So when I get around to that, I'll get it. It's not affecting anything. So yeah, so that also happened too.